It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We've got a filled arena here in downtown Los Angeles. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing Los Angeles. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Bryant drives in. The shot no good. Great D that time from Leonard. The Lakers on D. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times. How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Parker against Russell. It's Parker with the drive. And stolen by Hibbert. Fires the 3. Kobe Bryant again. Kobe's got 6.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go with a 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
Here's Parker. Rejected by Kobe. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And, you know, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. I mean, he passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. For Kobe, that was him moving into the 3rd spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
Now here's Parker. Nice D from Russell.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
That doesn't go either for Bryant. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Leonard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Bryant. He's got 8. Here's Randall. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
And he recovers it. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 4. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Kept alive. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Russell gets it to go.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for. And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
Leonard, no luck. Lakers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Sacrae's checked in. There's the screen. Ginobili gets a wide open look. San Antonio again missing. And Young kicks to Russell. Lakers working the ball around now. Bass can't get it to go.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
West outside. Leonard, that's for 2. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Style and grace from Kawhi Leonard on that one.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Russell. And here's Young from the arc. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Ginobili, that's for 2. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. No good. The San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu, Tony, and Timmy there as the foundation, and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that come on board, whether it's Leonard or Splitter, Mills, Green, or any. And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Parker outside. Dishes it to Duncan. Little turnaround. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards ever. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career. The complete package on the box. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Aldridge. Can't get it to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And Duncan, who briefly contemplated retiring after last season, showed in the playoffs, Greg, he is still very much at the top of his game.
Listen, Tim Duncan, for me, is the greatest power forward to ever play the game, although Pop will tell you he's actually a center in the power forward's body. Hey, what a great matchup. How great was he, I should say, in the matchup against the Clippers last season? And throughout his career, he has been more consistent than a clock. I mean, it doesn't matter the year or who he's up against. This guy just finds a way to leave his mark on the game.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Sacre. And it's Bryant in for Lou Williams. Bryant. Randall a screen on Ginobili. Fires from deep. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 11. Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Hits the three-point bomb. Aldridge has got 7.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
And he gets it to go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Bryant. Now the pass to Randall. To the inside. Hibbert takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Hibbert's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. On the wing, Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Spurs trail by 10. Parker with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ginobili against Bryant. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Green. Takes a 3. Aldridge, no luck.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Bryant has the open look. Again, the miss by Bryant.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers leading by 8. Kobe, the pass to Randall. To the left wing. Now, here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Young, a screen on Parker. Parker with the steal. Pushing it up. Ginobili misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Young with no one around. Poked away. Stolen by Ginobili. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. No good from Ginobili.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And here we go. It's stolen by Randall. Hibbert kicks to Clarkson. Lakers passing it around. Good. Young's got 7 points.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scorers of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Lou Williams is checked in for Nick Young. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. Here's Bass, outside Bryant. Fires the three, and that one's good. Kobe's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
And Kobe being Bryant, the only 30,000-point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. You know, LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe in that category.
Russell kicks to Williams. On the wing, Kobe. Shot off the screen. Here's Sacre. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Parker's shot is off.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good...
The clock runs out, and we're heading.
39. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
24. Your safety is our #1 concern in the event of emergency.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to be.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hibbert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Picked by Randall. Kobe kicks to Russell. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Leonard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. He stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Over to the left wing. Hibbert with a screen on Green. Clarkson dishes to Hibbert from 15 feet away and off the glass. That one's good. Hibbert's got 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
Bryant, that's for 2. Shot is no good. And the Spurs going the other way now.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Hibbert against Leonard. From 17 feet out, they grab their own miss. Over Hibbert. And Hibbert with the block. And they get it back. And it's Green missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hands.
Putting you in. Let's go.
Spurs trail by 12. From the stripe, Bryant with the rebound. Kobe's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big reason the Admiral, Tim Duncan, and Parker won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zachary, he's checked in for Hibbert. Pass comes in for Randall. Young's checked in for Bryant. And it's Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Russell with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Leonard attacking. The offensive rebound. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Williams can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 13. High arcing shot. Leonard, no luck. For a while, the Spurs were viewed as a slow-it-down team from their championships almost a decade ago. That isn't the case at all anymore, though.
You know, I think it took the viewing public quite a while to catch on, though, Kevin, because now most people look at the Spurs as one of the more exciting brands of basketball in our league. Just watching one game of them, and now you know that is the case.
Lakers leading by 11. Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Young. West with some nice D. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Leonard the pass to Ginobili. Leonard kicks to Ginobili. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Ginobili's got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and Russell gets it to go.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Ginobili against Williams. It's Ginobili with the drive. Williams with the block. Young. No good there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Los Angeles leading by 11. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. The shot by Bryant, no good. And San Antonio shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Leonard, rejected by Kobe. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. To the inside, here's Duncan. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Duncan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. Lakers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Russell against Parker. Hibbert with a screen on Green. Clarkson dishes to Hibbert. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. That's good.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Mark your clock right now. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Yeah, but they're still in the driver's seat right now. I'm not sure the comeback is fully on just yet. One more transition bucket, though, and it could be.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Russell. Green passes to Aldridge. Here's Parker, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. He used that pick to get in close. And that's now 9 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
4 on the clock. Here's Kobe. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The San Antonio Spurs, a team that has had such a strong core and is so disciplined, Clark, it's hard to see them struggle, even think of them struggling, even on the road.
Well, you know, last season they did have trouble at times on the road, but 22-19, still not too bad.
Time out.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And for the Spurs on the road, it was the scoring. They were so good at home, but scored 8.5 points less per game on the road. That was the biggest margin in the NBA.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
Boy, it's been a long time since the Spurs had a losing record on the road, so there aren't any concerns for them. I mean, they've never had a losing road record since Tim Duncan was drafted. Wow, that's back to 1997.
To the wing on the left. Clarkson kicks to Randall. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a 2-possession game now.
Russell against Parker. Kicks it to Aldridge. Puts it up from 12. Another shot. Duncan. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now. And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that. So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green.
Spurs substitution. Manu Ginobili.
Parker outside, inside. Duncan goes in. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
.133 left to play in the final quarter. Russell against Parker. Offside Williams. There's the 3. Lets it go. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 4. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 4. Outside Aldridge. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done. 13 points. He has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a 1-possession game.
Ryan against Leonard. Outside, Kobe. He kicks it to Randle. The fadeaway. Breaks a big height. Thompson goes in. And the Lakers lead by 5. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Not enough on that one as it misses. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Gets the first, that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
A shot by Young. Here's Bass, and he slams it one-handed.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And so the Lakers take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg